It all started with a comment by user @TemptingFate in a thread about the most surreal things that have ever happened to you. The author was an average guy, in college, with a promising career ahead of him and a girlfriend he loved. One day, while walking down the street, he got into a physical altercation and was hit hard in the head by a stranger. He fell to the pavement and lost consciousness. When he opened his eyes, he was lying on the ground. People rushed over to help him up. His head was throbbing, but otherwise, everything seemed fine. Months passed. He graduated, landed a great job, and soon met the girl of his dreams. They fell in love, got married, and bought a house. A few years later, they had a son, and then a daughter. One evening, when his children were about 7 and 9 years old, he was sitting in the living room. His eyes fell upon a lamp in the corner. At first, he just stared at it, but then he caught himself thinking that something was wrong with the lamp. He couldn't look away. He sat there for hours, skipping sleep. His wife came over, asking if he was okay, but he couldn't find the words to answer. He began to notice that the lamp was flat. It had no depth. It looked as if it were painted onto the air, yet it existed in three-dimensional space. For the next 3 days, he didn't eat or sleep. He watched nothing but the lamp. The world around him began to crack. His wife was crying, his children were terrified, but to him, they were becoming less and less real. Eventually, the lamp took over his entire field of vision. It turned red, vibrating and growing massive. The sounds of his house faded into an indistinguishable hum. Suddenly, he bolted awake. He was lying on the same pavement where he had been hit. People were still crowding around him. Only about 2 to 3 minutes had passed since the blow to his head. There was no wife. There were no children. 10 years of life had simply vanished, revealed to be a hallucination caused by brain trauma. He lived in this reality for 10 years. He remembered every single day. His children's first steps, family holidays, petty arguments over chores, and heartfelt reconciliations. It was a full, deep, and